Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the OEB Let's Play series on Birchwood V2. Well, what a time I've been having. As you can hear, we've got an annoying clicking sound. This has been a sound error. I was struggling to figure out what it was for a while. It's this. And all it is if you look at the little control arm next to the driver, sorted. For some reason the sound's looping. I don't know why, but yeah, it's getting a little bit crazy. Now, I'd like to give a shout out to a YouTuber. I've just been watching his Let's Play series and he's really good. He does storylines to him. It's the Bipolar Prophet. And he inspired me. So we've got a bit of a storyline going on in this episode. Basically, everything New Holland has fallen to pieces. The combine on the way back from the field, because I did manage to get field 5 harvested, broke down. Smoke everywhere, oil everywhere, it was a mess. But the guys came out, they've picked it up, and as it's brand new, I was not very happy. Paid a lot of money for that combine. And basically I've told them they can keep the damn thing. It was a mess. Hydraulic pump had gone, the engine was leaking. It's literally blown a gasket. So we're now in a bit of a situation. Our fields are coming up for harvest, not yet though. And we don't have a combine. So I've changed dealers. I'm not buying new again. I'm going to buy something that's worn in. Somebody else has already dealt with the problems basically. So yeah, making a few friends and that, we discovered there's a TF hanging around. We'll be having one of those. Then we need the header, but I don't like the cutter header that comes with it. So doing a bit more shopping around, we found a nice cheap used Geringhoff. As you know, I was complaining about the price of the brand new ones. Yeah, I found a used one. Much better. But this means we need a trailer for a cutter header. See how much we're running out of money now? But yeah, spent I think it was 200 grand for us setting up the game for that TC. Not happy. Where is it? There it is, yeah, 260. Not happy. 2.9 hours I think it had on it. Not good. Ooh, yes, oil. This combine, apparently, take off, suffers from an oil change script. Now, I may or may not have disabled it because it was tied into the ES limiter, and obviously the ES limiter disappears for MR. Whoever MR'd it had left it in, possibly for that reason. So we may or may not have to do an oil change. We'll see. But yeah, use cutter. Very looking forward to using that one. So I had shopped around and got the 6 metre Geringhoff sorted out for the TC, and then the TC's blown up, so I managed to get the 8 row. So this one's a little bit bigger. It's more beefy. Probably going to get stuck in a hedge. And yeah, I haven't told you about the other little issue, have I? She's buggered up. Gearbox problems. So yeah, didn't wash it, didn't take the weight off when they put her on the ramps there, but we've had to do a little bit of shopping. We've got a tractor in on demo. It's far more powerful than anything we're currently using. Da 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 da. New model mod hoster. I like Massey's. Massey's are cool. This one is, because I've had it. She's a beast. Too far. So this is going to have to be, well, her first piece of work is going to be moving this all around because we've got to take the header back to the yard. But yeah, very impressed with this little mod. Wrong button. I see all the controls working it. Yeah, got a fancy GPS thing. Not actually functional, but it looks cool turning on and off. However, it does throw an error up in the log because of the way it works. It moves the screen backwards and forwards, the lit part, and it overlaps with the circle bits and everything else. But not so much of an issue. And yeah, I've got the IC working again. Where are we? Here we go. Ta-da! It was to do with the camera, because when I first got this mod, the first camera is inside the cab. I like the first camera to be the one outside, so I can see where it is and what's going off. So as I've changed that, I didn't change the IC over. I have now. I've learnt that mistake. This needs a little bit more work. Joys of modding. Everything I've got here is on manual ignition. Well, this had one built into it and I wanted to use the global, so I've disabled it, but the script's still in the files, which normally means that it doesn't, what's the word, insert itself. The global won't insert itself into the mod because it's already found the existing LUA. So I have to do a little bit more editing yet. But yeah, we've got a bigger cutter, bigger corn head. We have a corn header, we didn't have one before. And I have swapped the plough out. Our big rabe has gone for a more manageable one. Obviously it was intended for the 190, but with the 190 being broke, we've got the Massey on demo until further notice. Right then, let's see about sorting this out. We're going to have to do a bit of patching back. Yeah, a little stock taking for this episode. Nothing's quite ready to harvest yet. We may get to speed time up again later on, but for now we're just putting things back together. I've put a steering axle on this trailer as well now. I've learnt oh wait, there we go. Went too far. Oh well. Yeah, I think it's the only way I'm going to get it round Birchwood. And obviously not having the TC anymore, there's no need to use its header trailer. I've also played about with this one. If I press F5, you can see the orange boxes for the header trailer now. They're actually below where it would normally, well, where they should be. So you can put the header on. Basically. Cheated a bit. There we go. Right, that way, isn't it? Yes. But this header trailer, self-lock it on, and it's not going anywhere. So this one, I'll show you the details on this Massey actually, before we go any further. It's off mod host, I think it's by Smetty, yes. 240 brake, plenty of power. It's going to do everything we need to do because we're geared up for maximum of 190. So it's a little overkill, but it's a cool mod. I wanted to try it out. See, steering axle, no problems. You can get everywhere now. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I'm probably going to be pushing it. I think we'll go the long way. Or should we actually just move over to a field? What have we got coming? 12's on its way. I think we did 12 before, 25, so we need to go around that side anyway. You never know, the option to buy this Massey may come along, depending how much money we have left. So we're pretty well up at that. Aha! Well, there's a good idea, isn't it? Pay the loan. I don't want to take out the loan. I want to repay the loan while we've got the coin. There we go. That'll benefit us in the long run. There, down to 19,000. Swap the combine out. We now have a bigger combine. And we have a corn header. Sadly we've also lost a New Holland though, so we have a very expensive Massey. This is not cheap per day. hopefully the 190 will be back shortly. And hopefully after that nothing else breaks down for a while. Oh, just gonna have to cough. I've got a little button to turn my mic on and off. So it's blowing your ears out with coughing, but the clicking on and off may have done the same thing. Here we go. And stick that along there nicely. That's ready for the combine to come and get it. Speaking of which, the reason I like the getting off car header is because it folds up. It's a slow animation, but it does eventually get there. Here we go. Aha! The standard one that comes with this combine does not fold. So it does require going on a header trailer, but the way the corn headers are, the teeth at the front stick out over the opposite side quite a long way, which again will cause it a problem. Anybody who has this mod knows it does not come with that horn. I used to have a Vauxhall Nova when I first passed my driving test. That had a beefier horn on it than this combine did. Oop, steady. To keep my hand asleep while we're not in four-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive. I'm not sure how well the losses work on this combine either. They might need tweaking a bit. We should roll quite well. The streets are big enough for it, we'll be fine. There's a couple of people I've seen who are using this mod actually at the minute, so it's popular. I quite like all the features with it as well. The oil change, you just have to wait and see if that pops up or not. So it's got all its lights on it. I'm going to crash. No, we're good. Indicators, splitch tone, yes. Forwards and rear lights, usual lights, lots of lag on those. The good lights, you see they're having the proper shadow effect. It's weird though, if you put them on the first time, you get that little bit of lag. Thereafter, they're fine. I presume the game must save it, so it recognises it again shortly after. I do have another little toy as well. I'm not sure if I've bought that yet. I'll have to shortly if I haven't. Again, this does hold it quite. I might get away with it. We'll see. It's for putting the headers onto the storage rack. It's the tool that goes on the front of the Merlot. Now, will you do as you're told? That's too low. That's too high. What if we unfold it? Perfect. Make sure we've not put it through the back wall or it'll fly off. I've got to time this just right. There we go, close enough. Now we don't need the Merlot tool just yet then. It looked quite big before I put it on there, that header. Definitely shrunk. Yeah, quite liking this combine so far. Had a bit of playing with it. just checking the settings and such like. But for once I've not put the usual exhaust on it. I quite like this one. It only really kicks in when you start working the combine, but it's yeah, it gets smoky. I like it. I've left that alone for now. It does have particle systems on the heads, which is cool. It's got a really good one as well. I see it every now and again. It recognises where the crop is on the header and only puts a particle system there. It's very smart. Right, where to put the header trailer? It usually gets in the way. Spin it around here. I can put it on that nice patch just there, I think. Been waiting for a nice Massey mod for a long time. Finally I get my hands on one. I had a bit of fun though MRing it. The rear 3-point was playing games. It worked with a plough, which is normally the awkward implement. Anything else was either really really high or really really low. We've got there in the end though. Assuming this is the right version. Right then. Oh wait. Pull you just out of the way in case anybody else needs to get into the field. He's going to be just out of the way. I can't turn it off, can I? I'll have to work on that. I've got a few hours to do a couple of episodes, so probably going to be one straight after the other. So I'll experiment with sorting out the manual ignition. We have a little break. I'll probably need another cup of tea by then anyway. I've just realised that this track doesn't actually have a rear axle. I wonder. Welcome to the farm, that's it. Let's find you a shed. There you go, you can tell the New Holland spot while he's out for a repair. Where the difference in size of this one to the case. Some monster. We need our class. It's quite good we can actually tab to the New Holland for now. I should use the Massey, get some use out of it. Kind of defeats the object really though. I just got it as a cover track so it'll work well with the plough, which it was supposed to go back to the shop for. Oh dear. In the meantime, this needs to actually go to the field ready for the harvest. So you can go to the field and I'll put that Massey. What route are you on? Arable to dairy. How long have you been on there? Oh yeah, 17 field 5. Everything went well in the field, it's just when we tried to come back home. Smell oil back. Goodbye TC. Glad I found out what was causing the sound over there. That gets really really annoying after a while. Right then, you are the ploughing machine, so let's test you out, shall we? Sell a little into the cell routes. Do I have a dairy to shop? I do have a dairy to shop, look, there we go. Aha, this one. Drive cars, name's waypoint. Will you do it? Nope. Not at that angle. Try again. Do it properly. There we go. Let's see if it's going to go silly speed or stick to the car speed limit. We can have a look around it now though. Watch her in action. I'm a big fan. I believe it's got the dirty wheel script as well. It's not quite cleaning off because it's on actual terrain, dirt roads instead of proper object roads. The best way to describe them. Something that's actually made and imported into the map rather than using GE to make. On this particular map, the wheels may never clean. Stop, reset. Let's go pick up our plough. Everything I've got here is on the mod list. If it isn't, it will be soon. But yeah, this plough took a little bit of finding, but I tracked it down, and I chose this one because it folds and unfolds, which is what I really need for getting around these tight spaces. Also, it's only a 4 throw, but it's quite a long one. It does the job. Thinking about doing the job, I may as well go and plough field 5. Everywhere is growing apart from field 5, so yes, we'll head up to field 5 and unleash the plough. This could be fun. Maybe an episode ploughing a headland, and I don't trust Auto Tractor to do it. It's nice having a bit of speed out of the tractor there. Poor Class, she's only a little. Struggles with the weight quite a lot. In a way, it's good that the combine did go down. It gives her a chance now to obviously pay the loan off, which was going to cost us a lot in interest until we got there. So it's kind of freed up the cash a little bit. We've got the straw in there. How much straw do we have collected? So wait, where are you going? Into a wall apparently. Oh, stay there. Farm silos. Where's the straw? 139,000. We're not actually using any yet. But it would be rather foolish just to waste it all, wouldn't it? So we're going to put you in the arable yard for now. That did not go to plan. You see the bounce, it is bouncing a bit. I just clean the screen a bit. Right, demonstration of the OEB weight. Obviously she's a bit light on the front end at the minute. So hit the numpad enter. Take the front weight from 800 kilograms to 2 tons. Let's see if she's still light on the front end. Yeah, turns quite nicely now. This tractor does have ploughing script on it, so as you can see, kind of. No, not really, there's not enough bumps around. Ah, there we go. Very small movement though, I'll demonstrate it better later on. The front axle's separate. I think it's a really cool feature that's popping out. Ooh, can't go that far. A bit further, just in case. But yeah, it's ploughing script works with the MR mods now. And I really like the axles that they're putting on them, because it just flexes to itself. To watch the tractor is cool. It's just a nice little feature. It doesn't require a script. It's built in using multi-component. The axle is its own component, and the wheels are all their own components as well. I really like the way it makes the tractor look and the way it moves, because you always have 4 wheels on the ground, or near enough. It's a lot better than the original ones, which have where you end up with a wheel flying if you go over some dodgy terrain. This hugs the ground a lot better, keeps traction down, really helps with MR. Right, where are we going then? Do we need you? I need a raker and someone to run the forage wagon. I'll keep the case on it for now. Come on, there we go. Yeah, New Holland's out of action. Have to spread his work around. we'll see how well the case holds this. See if the 3-point on this does the same as the New Hollands did. Missed it. Oh no, I got it. Yeah, it's holding it low. Thought it would have held it all higher. Oh well. Oh, have I really given myself a problem here? Yes, I have. That should work. Just about. Close enough. Right then, transfer. I'm going to put you up to the arable from the dairy. Dairy to arable. There we go. Transfer nearest waypoint. This is something Cosplay is good at for this map. Just transferring between the farms. If you look, it's not cutting corners as well as it used to do. It's sticking a lot more to the marks. The steering axles really help as well. Right, where are we at then? Nothing's ready at the minute. Early in the day, but we can get this field prepared. There's not much we can do with straw though, apart from bring it back down to the main farm. It's a shame there's not a gateway at this end, isn't it? Look, the field's just there. But it's an easier one to get in and out of is field 5, as we'll see when we get up to the top. I believe somewhere around here when we recorded the course I had to jump off and pull something out of a hedge. So I slowed down a bit, he's up to speed again. Got a nice limit on the camera as well, you can have a good look around when cosplay's running. Coming up to the farm there, the mountains in the background. Love this map. Stop driver, reset that course, pin that off. Right, this is the easy way into the field. Angles look just right. As you can see, here we go. Only a little bit of a turn and we're in. That's what I need cosplay, don't I? Field 5. Do we have a field 5 yet? Let's find out. Apparently so. Or should we do it again? Just to make sure. Have I just screwed that up? Right. We are in field 5, aren't we? Not seeing it though. No, I am. Right, it's to do with the F5, look, it's knocked them off. Okay. I've noticed F5 does that with a few things actually. You only get to bring it back when you actually turn on all the collisions. Right, so we'll override that. You are definitely not that. I believe we went for 9 meters. Yes, we did. 9 meters starting corner northwest. Heading south. 2, 3 headlands. Yeah, 3 should do us nicely because it is a trailer, so it won't do a reverse, you'll have to come out and swing. It'll either work or it won't, we'll see. Right, F5, 9 meters. Another thing about that PDA mod, if you press and hold the I button, it will make it disappear. You don't have to wait and tab through everything every time. Which is always nice when you accidentally press the button and have to go through everything. Right, first waypoint. Just remember to lower it. And then off she goes. You're silly speed though, you're not only at 6. So why are you doing 8? There we go, bring it down. And she's gonna miss. Yeah, not too much to worry about. Yeah, 3 headlands look should do us really nicely. Good, good. Right, turn that off. Oh, they've survived though. Or is that? Yeah, it's cosplay, isn't it? It's separate. Must have an override feature. Or just be based on something completely different. Now, aside from the combine breaking down, I think we're doing quite well. And the New Holland, obviously. Poor thing. At least you can still tab to it. Get inside. Have a little look around. She'll be back. They're just having the gearbox sorted out. Could be a while before she's back, but she will be back. And shall we run the risk of having a crash and having 2 tractors in the same field? Or should we just speed up time a little bit and get this harvest underway? I want to see what the harvester can do. Save, just in case. Control R. Put a couple of hours in. Don't want to overshoot. We get in there. Sure, this it's a rape field, isn't it? Canola. So this should have hit another growth stage. Yeah, they're here, aren't they? All fields are here, we need them there and then on again, so we've got a good few hours to go yet. And trust the big fields to go first. But looking at this, we're going to have to go over a day. Yeah, I know what I've done. Ugh. I believe I did that on Oldbrook as well. Oh dear. Will I ever learn? Right then, so it's going to be night time, isn't it? Yes, here we go, but that's just going into the final stage. And we're into the dark. Well, we've got no animals to worry about at the minute. So, the pressure's off, we don't need to rush. We can go to the next day. I'm not playing about in the dark. There we go. Now everything should be ready, apart from 8 and 11. Oh, that works out really well. We've still got to get the combine over there. But for now, aha! Success. Right, just back you up a little bit. Oh yeah, there's a thing. See how the game again. I haven't actually tested this particular combine with auto tractor. Can't see it being a problem. Seems to work quite nicely. Look at the particle system, how cool is that? Doesn't quite go to the edge there. May look into that. But yeah. A little bit bigger head. I think this. What size head are we looking at here? I'm going to say. No, that's the combine. Not the header, there is no header size. Huh. Nothing on the header at all. That's not very professional of me, is it? Need at least the maintenance. So something else to edit. Sort out manual ignition and the mod desk. A little bit of work. There's the particle system on the exhaust. Check that out. 5% losses though. She's losing a lot. Wow. That's not good. Look at the dust coming off it too. You really see why it's a popular little mod. Yeah, this is why we're going to be using auto tractor from now on. Ah, cool how a combine opened that grain tank. Well, we do have a window, but as you can see, the grain plane's not quite right in there. You can see through it. Ah, yes, What? You're pulling yourself off the hedge as well? Okay, I'm very impressed now. £200,000 less than the TC, and knows what it's doing. Ooh, Mr. Big. It's not like auto combine. I'm worried about 5% losses though. I may need to turn that down. 4 mile an hour is a good speed, but 5% loss is not good for us. Something to worry about later on. In the meantime, let's see how the case is doing. Just finishing the headlands off now. This is going to be where it gets fun. Is it going to stop or just going to spin? Just going to go for it. Okay. And you can see the straight line. There's a transfer one, so it should stop now though. Obviously it doesn't lift the arms. It's not too bad, we can live with it. I may have a look inside the XML and try and figure out why it doesn't lift the arms. It's got to be, oh, what are you doing? Reversing with the trailer. Rather strange. Pathfinding on a stubble field. Different. Squadra 900. Again, it's a nice. It's the reason I like this. The reason why a lot of people like it is for the way it's animated. They don't just instantly turn on and off. There's a little build-up time. It makes the mod seem a lot more realistic. Sadly, this is the biggest one they did. Didn't go to the 4-rotor. Can't remember who made it. I think it's NI Modding. Yes, NI Modding, but they didn't go up to the next biggest size. I suppose it bothers me on this map, but for somewhere like Oldbrook, it would have been nice to have gone bigger. Can't actually remember which rake I have on Oldbrook now. I think it was actually the in-game one, at least to start with, because it worked for cosplay. So I'll look into this one at some point, see if we can't figure out how it's different, and hopefully without breaking it. Right, where's our... Ha! Took our eye off him, and he found a nice corner to get stuck in. We nearly made it though. We'll do this little bit ourselves this time. I have to watch the losses though. Yeah, the losses are very keen on this mod. I have to see about putting that up a little bit, I think. The case is finished already. That's nice. There we go. The V-bit, that little pop there. We'll see. Right, and stop. Reset. Arable to dairy. Send you back down. that way, isn't it? Ugh. Yep, there it is, other side of the wall. So let's jump down here into this field. Oh, I might as well go all the way across there, look. Rather than risk getting stuck on the fence. Stick it to the field edge, you'll be fine. Have to change that to nearest though. Gonna work out? Yes, there we are. Now where is our combine? He's down there. Still like far, he's probably gonna finish this whole field. So that's three things I need to look at anyway. The manual ignition, the losses, and something else. Was it the particles? I've actually forgotten. Oh dear. What was it, the little thing inside the window? Maybe it's filled it in now. Nearly. I'm presuming the origin is actually in the middle of that plane then, so it's expanding, going both up and down rather than just going up as if the origin was at the bottom. It's a scaling plane. Minor problem. Very nice little cab. All the gauges work, lights work, everything flashes up. One of these lights is actually for the oil, but I'm not sure which one. My head right up against the computer screen now, trying to figure it out. I was expecting a little oil can, unless that's what the red light is that's already on. I'm presuming that's means the machine's on. I suppose it'll all become clear when it does go wrong. If it goes wrong. We'll see. Ah. The repair window sound's not working anymore either. Yeah, I figured that was too good to be true. I'll have to put on the one I know works. Can't have it all. But it was working in my test folder, so it's got to be a mod conflict. Killer button. Ooh, physics trigger. What's that in there? Vehicle collision trigger. It's not a physics trigger. That's not good. And textures are out as well. All I'm seeing is New Holland. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's this one. But I'll figure it out. It won't take too long. The vehicle collision trigger though is more interesting. So it definitely wasn't flushing that up before. And so we've got the usual errors for the seed bins. But it's now added hay to the potatoes and sugar beets with no load trigger. Oh well. What else we got in here? Anything troubling? There's your overlapping rotation parts off the Massey. Invalid fill types I can live with. Invalid fill types again. And then I believe we're all good. Yeah, how's this for mod list? There are no realistic start settings. So it's the part just below here. Here we go. No, I don't know where it was that first part I got to then. When anything goes wrong, it pops up here. a registered vehicle. As you can see, I'm clear. Quite a lot of mods. And you get into the part where it actually loads them. There's all the mods. The only Birchwood that's unzipped at the minute. I'm behaving myself. Mostly. This is going to have to get unzipped when I try and find that physics trigger. Yeah, combine, tractor, fast forward for me, GPS, side mirror, all the useful little ones hang down the bottom. Mod discrimination for the shop, vehicle group switcher, hired workers, real lights, quick camera, player camera, all those mods that alter the game. Rather than actual tractor mods or combines. So most of the mods in my mods folder are boosts and that. See, there's a group switcher. Ooh, we've not got this guy over there. That would have been handy later on when I went looking for him. I suppose I could have always tabbed to him now. It's only got the one lonely beacon. Nothing on the back. There's a lovely square part there that could have a beacon on it. I think in real life, I was just reading a little article before I started the game up, trying to find the correct weights for the combo where you're going. I believe that cap on the top there causes people trouble because it leaks oil down into the engine bay under there and hits the... well, it leaks basically, so you get the crop sticking to it, all the dust and that, then it gets to the turbocharger and sets on fire. Always fun. Oh yeah, this combine did have lanes in it before as well. It was a crop killer. It's not now. We won't be having any of that silliness. Too much cosplay to risk it. But I'm not actually using cosplay at the minute and doing rather well. So probably not going to end up using it for inside the field, but I'll just use it for sneaking around the edges. This is going to be an entertaining one because this has a lot of driving to do. So far I don't seem to be getting it right. Oh, so I think the straw one worked first time, but I can't remember which field it came off now. Break out a little chrome. See if the case can do it any better than the class. Right then. Send you back up to Arable. You can go the right way, you're going to be silly. Now you're good. You're no good. Everything's ready now. Oh dear. Oh no. Whew. I thought I had timed something silly on the top corner. Yeah, we'll be okay. I think I can probably put this kind of car. Do I have one set for down here? Yes, I do. What did I call it? F11 silo, yes. F12 silo. But it's all the same car, so let's save them twice. Spot on. Right, I'm going to do a little bit more. Grain transport, yes, that one. Nearest waypoint. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the driving around to the combine in the field. And then I'll just stick him on the course rather than having to pull him out of a hedge every 5 minutes. The fields are only little. We've not got enough tractors to really worry about doing too many operations. So it's nice to get more involved this time as well. Okay, she's already at the waiting point, which is good. Now what have you set to stop, will I? Nope. Ooh, it's a nice particle system there. Nope, there he goes. Shift K. Stop when I'm dealing with you. Doesn't the trailer look weird compared to the tractor with the dirt skin? So as these are in the MR vehicle pack as well, they're easy enough to put a dirt skin on, I suppose. Doesn't need to be anything too amazing. Something else to maybe have a look into. Get rid of the shiny redness. Ooh, look at that. 8,000 litres of this stuff. Good, good. Right, you, my friend, are done for this particular field. Now what do I do? Do I sell or do I store? I'll store for now, because we have another field of it. Ooh, that was close. You will reappear at some point. Ah, yes. Drive now. I've also got tab fitted to my mouse, so I can, instead of having to press tab to go one way through and then shift and tab back, I just hold my middle mouse button. I've got the two buttons 4 and 5 to press then. Use the middle mouse button as a modifier. Makes life a lot easier. Right. Steady on that. I'm going to use cruise control 1 this time. See if we can keep these losses down. That's the one thing about auto combine. You can't set the speed. Yes, I don't think you can. Are you leaving straw? Yes, we are. Good, good. It's a big bus, isn't it? Curious to know what these are there. Some kind of fan system. Or should the particles system be coming out of there? Or is that for the chopper? I'm going to put the chopper on and test it just yet. Quite like the straw. I suppose it'll hurt for a moment with it. Straw stops. Press N. Was it N? It was M. What does N do? Anything? No. Right, let's test that one. No, it just goes everywhere. Wow. Put that back on. Straw. That was a lot of dust. Not I've fancy been stood there in real life. In traffic. I better set you on your own way then, hadn't I? And go pull these guys apart. Going to end up in the wrong place now, but so there's nothing left. Oh, I'll be alright. The challenge here. Right, reset that. Field 5-9 meters. Where did he finish? There. Right, so if I put this around here, should be okay, I hope. Just turn this thing on, we'll pick up a little bit on our way past. Just so it flashes up when we get down to the tip trigger. Come on, there we go. Nip out there, nip through there, nip through there, we're good. I did it. Watch Cosplay not manage it. I may have got that a bit too fine. Oh, slow down before you go silly. I don't know if I mentioned it before, my steering wheel's developed an ever so slight dead spot to it. So those fine adjustments you need to make don't happen anymore. And because they don't happen, I end up oversteering or understeering. I was going to say the combine stopped looking at the top left at load status, but he's off again. Good, good. Right then, so we'll sneak in here. Come forward a nice long way and go backward. I need to dump the trailer for this. Oh, I hit it really, really hard. Just get it to go over there. We should get it close enough. So obviously it's the trailer that drives when Cosplay does it. Yet it's the tractor that drives when you record it. You're supposed to do it without the trailer on. But that's just a cheeky way of getting around that. Alright then. But I think I have figured out why the courses were being silly. It's because I wasn't getting the 2 egg rule down. So it's coming up, there's the 2 eggs, so we can turn happily now. I say 2 eggs, it's diamonds these days. And we'll make our way back up to field 5. Should have jumped in cab there. What's the combine up to? He's trying to unload, isn't he? Oh dear. Yeah, he's trying to unload, so he's not going to go any further. Oh, we'll set this guy going first. This case is definitely faster than the class without a load on. It should be faster with a load on as well. It's got some more ponies behind it. I guess time will tell. Well, we're at an hour nearly. I do apologise. Alright, I'll get this back to the field. I'll end this episode here. And we'll be back shortly after I've tweaked a few things. How much of that are we going to get? Not quite all of it, but near enough. Right then, stop that there. F5 straw silo. Spot on. Right, so I'll reset that. 9 meters, straw silo, fieldwork, first waypoint, go. Stop you, don't reset there, just move out the way of the combine. How is he full? Oh, he's only at 53%. He's just going silly, that's all. There we go. Right then, I will end this episode here because we're now up to an hour long nearly. 20 seconds shy. So right, thanks for watching episode 5. Hope you liked the little bit of a story. And we'll see where it continues into the next episode. Right, thanks for watching, catch you then. Bye.